Hello Virgo, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 2nd to the 8th of October. So let's dive straight into it. Let's see what's going on for you guys. We're mixing it up yet again this week. Alright, so I'm going to be pulling an oracle card out for you guys first. For Virgo, please. Alrighty. For Virgo, please, Spirit. We have a different spread too, so let's see how this one goes. For Virgo, let's see, please. Future. Okay. I do get a sense of pride this week, so you will be very prideful. Okay. I like this energy. I think that you're going to be very much settled in your own energy, feeling very good about the things that you're building for yourself, which is nice. Good. I feel like a lot of you need to give yourself a pat on the back here, Virgo, because the opportunities that are coming away, which you have a lot of, and I will show you, are things that you have brought for yourself. Like, I feel like you are self-made. Whoever I'm speaking to out there, Virgo, you're very self-made. Like, that's the words coming to mind here. Oh, anyway, let's speak about it. So in your past energy, we do with the Knight of Pentacles. So it's safe to say that you are moving forward, which is good. Some of you might be studying things, or again, really looking at your finances or your career life in a certain way. Or maybe this is just the seeds that you're planting for your personal development, okay? However it is, this is going towards your stability, your longevity, is going towards your legacy. All right, so you're really focusing with that. Take your time with it. I think you are learning that it's okay to take your time, because the Pentacles are slow suits. So maybe you're finding slow but steady progress here. But regardless, it's progress, and you are very soon going to be, I'm hearing, given an opportunity on the throne. That's what it feels like. You're going to be put on the throne here. So some of you, that could be again in terms of like upgrading in terms of your career, or feeling more confident about yourself here as well. That's what it feels like to me. I'm going to clarify during a reading as well. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles, please. For the past for Virgo. Some of you are being very cautious and careful about what you're putting your energy into, and this is going to pay off for you. Now, we also have the Six of Pentacles, so very similar energy, to be honest. The Six of Pentacles always reminds me of Virgo energy anyways. It's super important to remember, as you can see this infinity sign here, whatever you are putting in is going to come back. That's the law of karma. All right, speaking of the law of karma, it feels like you are going to be given some sort of gift here, whether it is in terms of finances, all right? Maybe that's something that may have happened recently, or because of recent acts, your recent hard work, your recent choices, you are going to be given something in return, which is very lovely to see. Again, this is also not just to do with money. This can also be to do with, again, your efforts and energy. The seeds that you're planting in the past and in the present are going to pay off for you in the future. So pay attention to what you're doing on a daily basis. Pay attention to your decisions, because I feel like I'm seeing something, you know, like this is the energy I'm seeing is like getting bigger and bigger and bigger, like compounding almost. I feel like this is going to be very victorious time for you, by the way, between now and the end of this year for you, Virgo, in terms of your profits, in terms of what you're building for yourself, which is very lovely. And again, we are going to be speaking about that self-made energy. Your current energy here, Virgo, is a Queen of Wands. For some reason, took me a little while. I think some of you might be taking people's breath away a little bit here. You might be causing people to stumble on their words. I am picking up a bit on like beauty, Virgo. Your looks are changing. You are changing. You're feeling more confident about yourself. I am feeling like you might be intimidating people a little bit within this week, because all of a sudden, now that the Queen of Wands is here, I feel like stumbling on my words. I feel a bit tongue-tied. But it's because of the Queen of Wands' energy. It doesn't, surprise me. This is someone who radiates strength, who radiates warmth, compassion. Is someone who intimidates people here. You have a lot of big ideas. You could be putting them into play here. All right, but this is an intimidating energy. It's almost like, I like this. Let's clarify it, please. Got the Knight of Wands and Seven of Cups. I think you're confusing people this week. But this feels more like intimidation. All All right, for those of you who are single, Virgo, you could have a lot of options, to be honest, with that Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups energy. You guys are just looking for experience, you're looking for fun, you're looking for options. You guys might be feeling more playful within this week in general, not just to do with your relationships and love life. I feel like you're feeling a little bit more like flirtatious with your choices moving forward. The Knight of Wands energy is very courageous and very adventurous and is, you know, a free-spirited energy, especially with the Seven of Cups. You have options here, but just pay attention to that. Be careful of what you're choosing though, because not everything is good. Right, we have that snake energy here too, so not everyone is good, not everything is good. Still trust your intuition when it comes down to these decisions. You can have your fun. I'm hearing like don't venture off too far, Virgo. That could be a message for somebody. For others of you, when it comes down to, again, dating, because I will acknowledge this, it feels like you have options, but I don't feel any of them are resonating. So you're just having fun. That's what that feels like. All right. But for some of you, you might be finding a lot of ideas. This can also be in terms of your work, by the way. Seven of Cups is, again, you might be having a lot of different things to choose from at the moment. And where it comes down to expanding, I would say to educate yourself. That would be very good for you. Have fun with it. Try things out. Don't be afraid of trying things out. The Knight of Wands is that conquering energy. Is like again, free-spirited. You're feeling very free-spirited when it comes down to your decisions and what it is that you're doing. You might just feel more open to trying things out. Let's try this. Let's try that. It doesn't matter. Like, let's just do it. Let's see. You're feeling very loose this week, which is good. Your blockage is the Queen of Cups, though. This could be an aspect of yourself. This could also be somebody else around you. Could be water sign. All right, let's clarify this very quickly before we get into it. Why is this Queen of Cups a blockage, please, for Virgo? Wheel of Fortune. Clarify it one more time. Ten of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. We have a lot of queens coming up here. Could be another Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This doesn't scream anything like worrying here. What could be a challenge with the Queen of Cups is maybe your emotions might be dampening the fire at times, but I think this is about learning how to balance these aspects of yourself. I feel like because we're getting all these queens, we're only missing the Queen of Swords, to be honest with you. But we do have the King of Swords here. So like you have all the elements. You are going to be upgrading and upgrading. I think you're just learning different aspects of yourself and learning how to balance them. And you will be in that Empress energy in no time, because that's the Empress is all the queens or Emperor, whatever you want here. But the Empress resembles an all-loving, all-compassionate, unconditional energy and someone who attracts and not chases. So that's the vibe we're going for. What seems like a blockage or a challenge might be, again, your emotions, your heart. All right. And as I said that, I felt it. Like, I feel like your heart chakra might be a little bit of a challenge for you within this week. Mostly because I think it needs some tending to. You have a very special way of loving people, Virgo here. There might be a fear of opening up this side, or maybe there's a fear of kind of closing it off, you know, like I'm just picking up that this feels like imbalance. You have a very nurturing, very kind, very mothering or paternal, whatever it is that you are here, very nurturing vibe about you, and you might be wanting to extend this to others, but you might be learning how to balance that out here, because you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a card of blessings. This is expanding. You have the Ten of Cups here as well, so this is all your happiness. So it's not a blockage, but maybe you might find yourself being quite tearful within this week. Don't get yourself involved in other people's heart space, all right? Because this is bringing up empathic energy. Some of you, something about your shoulder. I don't know if that's a tattoo or if like there's an injury here that's healing here, or someone around you could be healing from that. Because I just realized a strange thing to do is like rubbing and holding my elbow. Like, it's not even my elbow, it's my shoulder. Jesus Christ. All right. So it feels like there's an energy where your emotions feel a little bit, you know, here, there, everywhere. A little bit like you don't know what you're going to expect when it comes down to your emotions. But I do see here that for a lot of you, there is a happy outcome when it comes down to that. So don't worry about that too much. Queen of Pentacles, again, being in this energy of grounding yourself will be very helpful with that emotion. Okay, that will help you out a lot. In terms of your future here, Virgo, you do have the Hierophant. So it does feel like there is an element of commitment coming up for you guys. It could be in terms of your relationships, or it could be a contract here, or you just ascending. Maybe you guys are becoming more of a spiritual practitioner. You could be ascending in that level. Some of you could be getting some sort of degree is what I'm hearing, or education. You're passing education. I feel like someone is blessing you with something. Clarify the Hierophant, please, for the future of Virgo. King of Pentacles, very Taurus energy. You also have the Nine of Wands here. So some of you need to defend an aspect of yourself. With that King of Pentacles, some of you, there could be a guard up when it comes down to... I'm getting a lot of messages here. So let me look at it and then I will show you guys as well. Some of you, there is like a long journey that is coming to an end, and you are going to get the rewards for it. Again, some of you could be teachers. You could be passing a degree with that in the future. Some of you, this could be some sort of contract or commitment with somebody, someone who's very grounded, very loyal. We have to say that with the King of Pentacles, somebody who's in it for the long term. This person is very serious about their future, and if this is a romantic partner, this person does see marriage with you. Okay, but with the Nine of Wands here, if this is this person, they could be a little bit on edge, or you could be on edge when it comes down to this Nine of Wands. I feel a little bit of like push and pull with this energy. I think it's innocent. I just feel like it's just because someone has been hurt before. This is wounded warrior, okay? Someone's a bit exhausted. Somebody's a little bit defensive here. Or maybe the both of you are, and this is what's going to be resolved here. That chapter is going to come to a close, meaning that you're going to ascend higher. Okay, there is some sort of like conversation, communication, agreement that's going to push away insecurities, fears, or defensiveness. Okay, now in terms outside of the relationship, outside of your dating world, I feel like a similar message applies, of course, but just in a different case, meaning your career, your skills, your talents, you're being recognized for it. An exhausting journey of maybe feeling unrecognized, feeling unseen is going to be is coming to an end. You are going to be seen. You are going to be rising to a new level when it comes down to your skills, talents. Because this is a Taurus energy, I feel like it could be to do with your jobs, and you are going to get a very, 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 very good offer. This King of Pentacles energy is very similar to this thinking man, is what I keep looking at. This could be you, Virgo, where you're, again, your head is screwed on within this week. You're building a strategy. You're really thinking about things crystal clear. We have clear quartz here. Could be significant. Could be a crystal you're playing around with within this week. You are getting clear on what you're thinking about and what you want moving forward. So this feels very good, and it feels like it's going to pay off. If it's not you, then it's someone around you who's getting clear. And it's going to be impacting you, okay? Could be an offer coming your way. Could be some strategy. Someone could be helping you. In terms of what you can't see right now is the Nine of Wands. So again, you are almost at the end of a very exhausting time, one where you've had to work very hard. Nine of Wands again can mean that maybe some trust issues are coming through. Let's clarify the Nine of Wands for what Virgo can't see this week. Six of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. We had the Six of Pentacles already in your past energy, Seven of Cups. You might just meet a little bit of something that might catch you by surprise, is that you might meet this energy of a little bit of confusion here. And that might put your guard up. Don't allow yourself to be distracted from what you're working super hard on. Clarify the Seven of Cups, please. Queen of Pentacles. This is your energy, Virgo, standing your ground, being in your energy. Seven of Cups with the Ace of Swords. If you've been a bit confused about something here, I see that you are getting truth and acknowledgement in some degree, enlightenment. You're getting clarity on something that's been confusing. If it's in terms of options with the Seven of Cups, you are going to find an answer here. Ten of Swords. Some of you, this is to do with an ending, completing a chapter. We have Justice energy, could be to do with contracts or karma here. Could do with a Libra. Something that might be causing some arguments or confusion, sorry. Don't know why I said arguments, but hey. Nine of Wands. Six of Pentacles. Clarify Six of Pentacles. Six of Swords. We had the Tower card underneath that too, if you can see. You're moving away from a situation. Maybe the memories of this is going to come back up. Maybe the confusion still from something that may have ended and hurt you. I think the clarity is just really coming from the fact that you're moving on from it, or maybe it is finally going to come to some sort of end here within this week. We have the High Priestess and the Ace of Cups. High Priestess is on the bottom. You're getting truth and recognition about something here. Sun is underneath that. So there is a happy conclusion. Ace of Cups is usually like a new beginning in terms of love and, you know, coming from a fulfilled cup. I think you're finally closing out a cycle. So what you can't see is that this energy of confusion, and maybe someone will need something from you, want something from you. Seven of Cups, you're confused as to what to do. The clarity will come to you, and I think that clarity is just to move forward, to move on. As you can see here, she's not focusing on what's around her. She has her eyes closed, actually, in a very proud way. She knows her worth. She's not just going to give that away. Some of you, if something makes you feel like getting your back up here, as you can see, this person is on guard. Then just protect yourself, protect your energy here. Because there is a closing of a cycle. You're being asked not to repeat that. Hold yourself to a high regard. Don't settle. Don't come off that throne for anybody, is what it feels like. In terms of people around you, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and usually this is somebody who is just in their own energy. So to be honest with you, I think you guys are more focusing on yourself at this time, focusing on your finances, focusing on your abundance, what you're building for yourself, as we said in the beginning here. Five of Cups reversed, I think you're healing from past disappointments. You're no longer focusing on the negatives, no longer being around negative people. I think you have been in the past. Yeah, you're healing from that. Hermit energy, you're definitely spending a lot of time alone. Don't feel like you're alone or lonely. You might be alone, but it doesn't mean that you're lonely. Okay, with the Hermit energy, I think that this is you in a reflective space. And again, we have that Nine of Pentacles again. Very strong Virgo energy, to be honest with you. This is you kind of reorganizing your emotions, reorganizing your thoughts. You're getting yourself back together again. That's what it feels like with the Nine of Pentacles. So in terms of people around you, I think you're more focused on yourself, to be honest with you. Focus is not on them. I think you might need some more time within yourself, even if you do have people around you here, Virgo. More contemplative is what it feels like. I think you're becoming a lot more grounded and spiritual. That's what it feels like, because I think in the past you might have been more focused on this kind of spiral here. This, as you can see, is it's a bad cycle with this card especially. I don't know if any of you had like difficulty in the past with like alcohol, or dealt with somebody who had that kind of like addiction, or because what I'm seeing here is, you know, when you're in this mood and we just can't help but like spoil even more, or, you know, drown the sorrows away. It's like focusing on the negative. She's pouring out what she has left in this spiral because everything else has already kind of gone wrong. Instead of saving this, she's in this cycle of like self-sabotage. You're kind of coming out of that. You may have been in that. Now you're building and growing. Like, that's what's different about this. You're finding peace. You're growing. You're smiling. You're loving it. Of course, there are times with the Hermit where you are in deep contemplation, Virgo. That's what you do. That's what you do. There is an energy where you kind of get peace from that. This might have been the thing that has helped you to find that light energy again, is taking that time out and spending it in your own energy. Expect your finances to soar. That's what I'm feeling like. Yeah, the past is bringing in the Tower. Separation, breakup, Ten of Swords especially. That's ended. Moving on, moving away from that. I'm hearing you're pulling out of something. Page of Wands, any gossip. All right, don't engage in that. This is you finding more creativity moving forward into your future. All right, in terms of your advice, we have this King of Swords energy. So this is, again, I'm hearing getting your A game on. This is, again, about placing boundaries, very similar to the Queen of Swords, to be honest with you. As you can see, he seems very serious. He seems very cold and abrupt, but his throne is kind of, you know, it's got butterflies all on it. You would not expect that from him. So what that represents is that you have this beautiful, loving energy about you deep down. But it's like, not everyone needs to see that. Don't be afraid of having a certain appearance. You know, again, this is that intimidating energy that I was picking up on in the beginning. This is also about using your wits, is what I'm hearing, especially when it comes down to making a decision moving forward. Two of Pentacles. Just make sure your decision is very logical. Don't go based off of potential, is what I'm hearing. Go based off of what you have right now. That's what it feels like. That's where you're going to get wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. Because the King of Swords is very logical. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like this is saying your advice is to cut out anything that's kind of not just wishful thinking. It's not about that. You're going to get wish fulfillment, but only if you stick to what you can see right now. And not usually I really say that. But if you are trying to make a decision of like, oh, should I take this thing that I know I will have, or should I just kind of risk it for something else? I would kind of say not to risk it. I don't always say that, but given that this is your advice, as this King of Swords, is to really be quite logical within this week. Go based on what you see, go based on the numbers, like whatever that means to you, go based on what has already been proven. And that is going to help you to bring something to life. So you are still going to get wish fulfillment, but it's kind of saying your way about it is just through certain clarity and logic, okay? And in terms of your opportunity, you're the wild card. This is glowing up energy here, Virgo, as I've been saying. This is also about new beginnings, new opportunities. You guys might be needing to take the blindfold off and make a decision moving forward and just get the ball rolling here. The Fool card underneath that is just taking that leap of faith. A very big decision that you have to make moving forward. Seven of Swords, okay? Could be cutting out somebody who, again, is bringing in a lot of confusion for you. This is very like deceptive energy, if I'm being honest. This could also be self-sabotaging based off of, again, insecurities or deeper emotions. This is unconscious stuff that we're dealing with the moon. So make sure that we're speaking to somebody about it if that's to do with you. Hold on. Speaking for too long, apparently, according to my computer. Otherwise, this can get quite toxic or drowning. And the word is not toxic, but it's overwhelming is what I want to say here. So if this is self-sabotaging, stay away from it. If it's to do with somebody who you are, I'm seeing that maybe you don't have a lot of evidence about what this person did, or again, maybe they're denying it. It's about moving forward, just choosing to move away from it. You don't have to prove anything to this person. Otherwise, this might get in the way of your individuality or what you're building for yourself. So this new beginning is about freeing yourself from, some of you it is insecurities. It's about feeling trapped in a situation, or feeling stuck, or feeling insecure, or feeling restricted. This energy here with the Eight of Swords is not real. What you can see here is she actually is free, but her brain is tricking her here. So maybe some of you might need to speak to somebody about that. Or again, it's about taking the blindfold off and really seeing the truth of a situation. Some of you might be making excuses for somebody who might have a lot of ego. But you guys are going to get success and recognition moving forward, okay? Yeah, moving away from this person is going to be the best thing for you, to be honest. All right, let's get some oracles for you. We have enchantment. All right, so expect to be enchanted this week. I see a lot of magical things happening for you. We have children here. Some of you could be writing a child story, or there's something enchanting about that, like, because this feels like very magical, and like it feels like a fairy tale, and the children is kind of like that. That's very random, but hey, some of you could be having children at this time, be dealing with children at this time. All right, let's see for Virgo, please. That's a lot. Right, so the first few cards that we had coming out is dogs here. This says getting together with friends. You could be socializing a bit this week. We do have this claw, be careful, do not take risks. This kind of reminds me of this energy as your advice, because you do have success coming up for you guys. We have Bell, which says an announcement. Expect an announcement this week. It has something to do with your success. All right, it says success assured with good plans and hard work, Virgo. Someone might be in need of help, assistance, and guidance, or this could be you. And we have Bird Perched here, which says waiting for news package or letter this week. All right, feels like it's coming in. Okie dokie. Well, Virgo, I love you guys. I wish you all the best. I hope to see you guys next time. All right, if you want a personal reading, that will be linked down below. If they are currently sold out, then make sure you put your name in a wait list on reading of your choice, it should say email me when available and you'll be notified fast. All right, Virgo, but I love you guys. Wish you all the best. And I hope to see you guys next time, all right?